When I addressed the nation last Sunday, there were over 160,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases worldwide. Coronavirus Command Council has decided to enforce a nationwide lockdown for 21 days with effect from midnight on Thursday, the 26th of March. This is a decisive measure. South African citizens and residents arriving from high-risk countries will automatically be placed under quarantine for 14 days. Non-South Africans arriving on flights from high-risk country we prohibited a week ago will be turned back. International flights to Lanseria Airport will temporarily be suspended. International travelers who arrived in South Africa after 9th March 2020 from high-risk countries will be confined to their hotels until they have completed a 14-day period of quarantine.
On the 27th of March 2020, the President announced a national lockdown due to a deadly virus called Covid19. Resulting from these, business sectors were called to a complete shutdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Moape Rani.
I am XB Baloyi.
Hey there, my name is Palesa Makwela.
I stand before by the name of Anna Kokoba.
The baron on your screen is the Noble Jackson.
And I'm Elena Patlamsaka.
And last but not least, Miranda Ogala is my name.
The following video will use a SWOT analysis to evaluate the impact that COVID-19 had on different business sectors.
Our group will focus on the following in the business sectors: recreational, cultural, and sporting activities. Let's get into our discussion by starting with a brief review of what the SWOT analysis is made of. Bear in mind, we will be using this tool throughout the video to gauge the impact Corona had on our focus sectors.
Considering the fact that our sector is very vast, we decided to split the SWOT analysis into 3 parts. Our strengths and weaknesses will be based on the recreational part of the SWOT analysis. Our opportunities will be on the sporting activities. And last, the threats will be based on the cultural part of the sector.
The following companies and places will be used as examples. 1. Goldreef City, one known as the Great Escape to Great Entertainment in the heart of Jozi, a recreational sector located in the south of Johannesburg, founded by Tsogo-san, a lovely place for recreational activities for all age groups. 2. The following sporting related facilities as gyms, for example, Virgin Active, a chain of health clubs all around, catering the gym fanatics, which ensure people are living their lives healthy and are keeping fit and active. 3. F&B, known as Soccer City, a football and rugby union stadium located in Nasrec, home of Kaizer Chiefs, a team in the African Premier League Soccer League, and other fixtures. For cultural activities, we think of weddings, so venues on focus were the Makiti Wedding Venue, located in Krugersdorp, which specializes in creating unforgettable celebrations of bridal couples along with their families, offering packages at an affordable price.
With that being said, how did COVID-19 then affect the recreational, cultural, and sporting activity center? What did it mean for the companies mentioned previously with regards to their operation? Was there any good or bad impact? Was there any room for improvement? Let us use the SWOT analysis to assist us to reach to our conclusion.
The focal point of this topic that we're given to my team and I is going to focus more on recreational activities that are mostly organized by one individual to participate with others actively, to have fun, enjoy, and relax during their free time. So let us use the SWOT analysis on how COVID-19 has affected this sector as a whole. Below, we're gonna look into the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. On the strength, we're gonna focus on nature reserves. The strengths are less pollution caused by humans, such as littering of paper, tin, plastic, ECT, noise, and crowdedness. Parks had time to recover the grass, pitch naturally, so less vandalism of park equipment and properties, which means some projected maintenance cash was saved by the company. Insurance savings were finally utilized. Weaknesses. Now, me and my team, we look at these things at weaknesses as areas of improvement where the facility or the company can improve. So on our weaknesses, we're gonna focus on recreational activities like Gold Reef City. Striving to meet customer expectation. This is highly impossible since the facility on the theme side are closed. Sponsors are pulling out on temporary basis. The service of the theme cannot be rendered to the public virtually. So, for example, rides cannot be taken virtually. So, tours cannot be taken virtually. So as well. So, as Gold Reef, they need to improve that. The company had to pay for idle facilities like security, electricity, water, and rent. Opportunities. We're gonna look on the sporting side. Give coaches time to reflect on their practice and brainstorming of coaching techniques. Resting period prolonged. Virtual training through Zoom in preparation for the Olympics, for the athletes, and other events. 150 million worth of relief fund for the sector to prepare things for smooth operation. Threats. Sectors as a whole, that's what we're gonna look at. Major threat was COVID-19, as it is. Closure of the facility, meaning no operations could take place. Out of business. Loss of profit, target market size being decreased, loss of idle inventory, waste of unused inventory. As we have seen, the strengths and weaknesses are internal factors. So these may be the areas of improvement on the sector's past. So hopefully, as time goes on, they will find effective ways to operate given the COVID-19 pandemic. As for the opportunities and threat, they are external factors. The sector has a little control over them. COVID-19 might be a threat, and it can be here for the next 10 to 20 years at least.
We have reached the end of our video presentation. By means of this SWOT analysis, we were able to analyze how COVID-19 affected the recreation, sporting, and cultural activities as a sector. Just as a way of a recap, we have noted that the sector as a whole had to close, which meant that there was no income which was generated. In addition to that, employees lost their jobs, which contributed to a high unemployment rate. Relief funds were funded to the sector for furthering new developments. In addition to that, the country was slowly opened. As we speak right now, we are currently under the level 1 of the South African lockdown. This means that gradually, as time goes on, the country will be opened as a whole. Eventually, this sector will be able to operate. That means there is always light at the end of the tunnel.
We really do hope that this video was informative.
On behalf of our group, we would like to render our gratitude and thank you for